Bienvenidos a la... Welcome to Between the Bells.
Stop, boo.
Today, I'm Joe Vargas, and this to my left is Maggie Duarte. And today, Maggie, I'm excited.
Serio?
The boxing gods have answered all my prayers.
Everybody's, the whole boxing community.
Let me start off by saying I don't wish harm on those guys that lost. Yeah, I do. No, I'm playing. But anyways, go ahead, Maggie. Go ahead. Go into the podcast.
Oh, man. All right. I guess we can kick it off with what everybody is talking about. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua.
Elaborate, dog.
Honestly, I wasn't going to watch it.
I fucked up your day, huh?
Yeah. Because I honestly didn't care. But also I didn't want to renew my Netflix subscription, but that's besides the point. But you know what? I think everybody kind of knew that he was going to get finished. Didn't really know what was going to happen.
I don't think they really knew.
You don't think so?
I think they were thinking, well, it might be scripted.
Yeah. I just couldn't see Anthony Joshua doing that.
Me neither. I said from the beginning, he'll lose more money on the back end fighting Fury.
Oh, yeah.
And what it would do to his legacy if he lost to Joshua.
Exactly.
I mean, to Paul. My bad.
You know what?
I'll be doing that a lot today.
I'm more surprised that this fight even happened, to be honest with you.
Why? The commission sanctioned it or what?
Not only that, but because this is the first time besides Tommy Fury, right? But this is the first time he fights an active fighter, like a real boxer, not just like Tommy Fury is just like he's a boxer. He had professional fights under his wing. I'm talking about Olympic heavyweight champion of the world, not just once, I think multiple times, maybe 2 or 3 times. His pedigree in boxing.
Yeah, huge pedigree.
It's surprised, and a guy who for the first time outsized him.
Anthony Joshua has always either given us wars where he wins, or wars when he loses.
Right.
But he is a legit badass fighter.
Yeah. Very, man, I like he's an intellectual too. He isn't just about the physicality of the sport. He likes the mental aspect as well, and he's very open about.
And he had a new team.
Yeah, that was another one. And from what I understand, he was supposed to fight in November. He was supposed to be on one of those cards, and in Riyadh or something like that. And it just didn't end up happening, and the stars aligned. And he got his little tune-up. That's all it was.
And he made us, I don't know how, I read a thing about he paid like 40% in taxes, which is going to happen anywhere you fight. Somebody said Dana White would have not had that. Dana White's never paid a fighter $50 million for a fight.
Fuck no.
So anyways.
I don't even think we're going to see that in our lifetime.
Anyways, he did what he had to. He did. At first when I was watching the fight, I was like, knock him out, like in the first round, bro. Like, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
And then I started watching it, and I started seeing the little signs of Jake Paul freaking out. Mm-hmm. Little things that you see. You know, people will be like, how come Joshua didn't cut the ring off? It's hard to cut the ring off when they're doing
non-boxing. Yeah.
Non-boxing moves, you know, and it's hard. Anybody that's ever fought before, sparred somebody before, it doesn't matter at what level, amateur, elite, pro, novice. When somebody doesn't want to fight you, it's hard to get them to land a shot. When they don't want to engage with you, when they're moving, and in this case, I'm going to say running because that wasn't boxing technique.
It was running.
It was running. And that motherfucker ran so much he twisted his ankle. How hard is it to fight somebody, no matter what level they're in? You can't catch them. And let's be real. People are judging like, oh, he should cut the ring off. I don't know how big. I don't know how much he weighed. 240, 230 something.
240 something.
That's a big dude. You're thinking as a welterweight. You're thinking as a middleweight.
Yeah.
You're thinking as a flyweight. Whatever you decide to weight, your thoughts are not the same as his body.
Yeah. Yeah. And not to mention the big ass ring makes a difference. There's a reason why there's guys who are elusive would prefer a larger ring than a smaller one, you know?
I told Maggie during the fight, how much is a whole lap in a football field? Because I don't know shit about that.
Oh, honey.
She said a 400. I said, that's how big the ring looked. For me, at one lap around the ring, 4 laps is a mile for me.
Yeah, man.
He got his miles in, and he got tired from that.
Yeah.
And the frustration of fear, tired. You know, if you've never sparred or fought at that level, their mindset burns unnecessary energy too. And he looked like he was freaking out. So I see you talk about the martyr, what we brought up yesterday.
Oh, yeah. You were talking about how well, kind of to continue on where you started talking about how you wanted him to get knocked out from the beginning. However, had that happen, you know, what would the talk have been like, you know?
Oh, he just got clipped by a big guy.
Yeah.
You know, oh man, he did everything he could, but he just got hit. You know how big he is? And when you fight 201 plus, it doesn't matter what you weigh. So that's Jake Paul's fault. He's fighting at that weight.
Yeah.
Well, if Jake Paul would have fought Tank Davis and knocked him out, nobody would have said he was bigger.
That's like another, like, people forget he was supposed to fight Tank. Like, could you imagine what the fuck would have
Tank Davis is 60 pounds smaller than him.
Man, he's tiny compared to him, man.
And he's 5'5", 5'6".
The size difference between Tank and Jake Paul was way more drastic than Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
Exactly.
But you know, exactly. People would have just been like, you know, hey, hats off to the guy, la la la. But he got systematically broken down, like you mentioned. He looked like he did not belong in there whatsoever. Not just with Anthony Joshua, in boxing.
With any fighter. He freaked out.
With a real fighter,
He freaked out. Showbiz posted a video of Martin Lawrence when he fought Tommy Hearns. And that shit was to the T, except for the mine. Now I started laughing because I didn't even, and people in jiu-jitsu started posting how to do takedowns, and they posted Jake Paul.
Oh my God.
The single leg wrestlers were doing the same thing. I was happy the fight went 6 rounds because he showed that he don't belong at that level.
He does.
That level is for the few.
And, you know, not to take anything away from this, if it sounds like hate, you know, it's all perspective, you know. But the kid, what you can't take away is that he is a great promoter, man. Like him or not, he is good at promoting, and not just himself. I'm talking in terms of like women's boxing. He as a promoter, man, I would go 100% to that and stop fucking wasting my energy in boxing, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't say, I mean, he is a great promoter for women because he's on the platform.
Yeah.
Let's see if he could promote without him being on the platform.
Right.
Because I don't want to say nothing bad here. I don't think he's a good promoter unless he's on the card, because he's had shows when he's not on it and it doesn't do well. So
yeah, I don't know how the Katie Serrano, I don't know how that went.
Yeah, so maybe he is a great promoter, but I think he's just there because people want to see him.
Yeah. And
we created a spectacle of him, and this should have been done in fight 1 or 2, but it kept growing and growing, and he's made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Somebody said, oh, he has a lot of balls for getting in the ring. And I said, listen, man, he does. And I'll give him that. But if I offered 100 men $50 million to fight Anthony Joshua, even flyweights would take that fucking fight, bro.
Yeah.
Money makes courageous men out of all of us.
Yeah.
We'll jump in there.
You read my mind. And I was literally going to go straight into that.
My bad.
No, that's perfect. Because I was thinking the same exact thing. I was like, a lot of people were saying this dude, respect, this, and that. But this wasn't like out of nowhere. He knew this fight was going to happen. Everybody knew this fight was going to happen for well over a month now. It's money, dude. I think
if you would have $92 million. If you would have fought Anthony Joshua for 8-round fight on TV, $30,000.
Yeah,
I'll be like, damn, that fool's brave, dog.
For 30 G's.
30 G's.
Yeah,
he fought him for an outrageous amount of life-changing money.
92. I don't even know if those numbers are right, but that's the only number I've seen. $92 million. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. But yeah.
I read a thing about he lives in Puerto Rico too, so he won't pay taxes too.
Oh, is that why he lives over there? Damn, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. But I don't know. I think if I were him, I would just kind of.
What's next for him?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's he gonna fight now? He can't. Is he gonna level down to like a retired rugby player or a hockey player or probably a golfer? Tiger Woods against.
The way things are right now, you know, you know what? I don't have anything against the celebrity boxing and all that shit. I think it has its own niche, but when you start creeping into like
the real fighters,
the real shit, that's a little different.
Getting ranked,
you know.
I think he's fought one active boxer, which is Tommy Fury.
Mm-hmm.
After that, nobody was ranked. Nobody he fought was an active fighter. Chavez was retired. A bunch of MMA guys.
Yeah.
A basketball player, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy what money does, right? Because a lot of those fights would probably never get sanctioned, especially not at that level, with that platform.
That's the fucking fucked up part for fighters that want an opportunity. I know there's a lot of you guys out there who are like 10-0 and they offer you a fight against a guy 21-0 and the commission shuts it down because you only have 10 fights. But meanwhile, Jake Paul gets to fight Anthony Joshua. That is fucked up. That is horrible.
That's crazy.
For fighters that just want an opportunity.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. And I think he's not I don't think he's a heavyweight. I think he might be like a cruiser or light heavy. And if you think about the guys at the top 10 in either of those divisions, it's scary, man, because yes, Anthony hits hard, but I don't think he's as fast and agile because he's a larger man as, like, say, a Jai Opatai. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're looking at. You
guys hear that? That's what Jake Paul would hear over his head.
Oh, my God.
Sound like gunshots.
Hey, but he realized this shit's for real. It's not. Joshua was having fun in there. He was just.
He never looked one time bothered.
No, not at all. Not at all. And wow. But hey, now he's getting all this newfound attention. And I'm like, did people just not know about him? This is Anthony Joshua. But like you said, like all the females are all.
He's been around forever.
He's been around for a long time. All of a sudden, everybody's in love with Anthony Joshua.
And my theory is he got lucky his jaw got broken. If he would have got hit 2-3 inches higher, that's a broken orbital. That's a knocked out and probably a brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
That's a big punch. That was a big punch. He got hit right here.
Yeah.
And like, well, he went down. Yeah, he went down. His jaw broke. That's what saved him, his jaw breaking. If his jaw don't break, he's going to get knocked out badly. He got hit right here. I always say that there's a fine line. You hit somebody right here, you could break their jaw. You hit somebody up here, you're knocking them out. Or dislocating their jaw, but you ain't breaking it.
Yeah.
So he got lucky he didn't get hit here. That would have been bad. That would have been like, what was that fighter's name that was married, that got kneed in the forehead?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Billy Joe Saunders.
Even that, the same shit. Would have crushed that shit.
And then he's out. He's retired.
That's retired. That's for it. He's gonna live to fight another day.
Yeah.
Oscar Valdez, Muhammad Ali. There's a lot of fighters that had a jaw broken.
That shit's crazy though. He literally caved his teeth in. He caved his fucking teeth in.
So from now on, every time he eats, he's gonna remember boxing now.
You know what's crazy is that I don't even think that was as powerful as Joshua could have thrown it.
He didn't throw the hook behind it.
No.
If he threw the hook behind it, that's why you know he wasn't trying to hurt him, dog. He's like, one shot. I gotta get one, dog.
You gotta get one good one in there.
Like sparring, carrying a new guy and sparring. Like, just work with him, dog.
Wow.
I gotta get one, perro. Fighters know that shit.
He was just having fun out there, man. He's like, man, this is easy payday. Crazy. I guess that's it for that one.
Jake Paul. Sorry, dog.
Yeah, man.
Boxing gods have made a decision.
Yeah, he knows what's up though. Like he's I don't even think he cares the negativity, the backlash. You know.
He don't care. He got money, dog.
Nah, he don't give a fuck.
He don't give a shit.
You know, you can't be that person and care about what people think, man. So he'll probably be back, but I would advise against it if I was his team. You know.
Keep fighting other people.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with like fucking just having a card of like
they used to have celebrity boxing matches. Oscar de la Hoya, he fought on it. Shaquille. Yeah. They used to have those.
That's cool, man. There's celebrity
people
basketball
will watch
games.
that shit. Yeah, people will watch that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't write off the commission and get ranked and come on, dog.
That's crazy, man. You'll find out quick. Yeah, they'll find out.
It took a long time to find out. Oh, this is what I wanted to elaborate on. You take any fighter who has 5 years of boxing experience in the pros.
Yeah.
Disregard, he didn't have no amateur. He had 5 years of pro boxing. He was sparring Frank Sanchez and shit like that for this fight. He's been around great fighters sparring. Talking about Jake Paul. Mm-hmm. 5 years of pro experience. How many fights did he have? 13, 14?
14, 15, I don't know.
I'll show you any guy with 14 fights, one loss. Mm-hmm. They'll never be taking people down and dropping to the floor. That shows you how weak his opponents have been, because you're only as good as your opponents.
Yep.
And the opponents he picked made him horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Horrible. And that's a reflection of the matchmaking he's had. He would drop to the floor instead of getting hit. That is embarrassing. Like my friend would say, that's embarrassing, boy.
He really was. He really was like, he was trying, it looked like he was trying to take him down, you know? He'd come close and he'd just go down. He'd be like, fuck it, I'm taking a knee. It's crazy, man. All right, man. Well,
next. Who's the next?
That's it for that. Well, we can talk about TJ this past.
No, what about Andrew Tate?
Oh yeah, my bad. It was right here. It is.
Yeah, Andrew Tate, man.
I didn't get to watch.
I watched the highlights.
Yeah,
I watched the highlights. I don't know much about him.
Tell me.
I just see people talking about him being an alpha male, and I'm thinking, what is an alpha male? It's a guy who drives a fancy car, a guy who smokes cigars. I smoke cigars. A guy who has a bunch of females, and I'm like, to me, none of that is an alpha male. To me, am I an alpha male? No, I don't think I am. I don't conduct myself that way. To me, it's a man that walks in the room and intimidates other men without even saying nothing. He could intimidate them by anything, by his presence, by his fighting skills, and he takes the control, he takes the lead, and he leads them in.
Yeah.
Now, there's a pecking order in our culture where you respect your elders. And sometimes the alpha is not the young guy, it's always the older guy in our culture. Andrew Tate has made a living about how he can fight. He's always antagonizing people, talking shit. That he used to be a Muay Thai or a kickboxer. Then I see him fight a guy who is an influencer. The influencer can't fight. It wasn't like Jake Paul's decent with the people he would fight.
He was supposed to beat this guy.
This guy cut him, swelled him up, dropped him, I think, once, twice.
I saw the same picture of like the Jake Paul, like a takedown picture.
Yeah, he was taking people down. Yeah, he was taking them down too. But what I'm trying to say is everybody that has a platform nowadays isn't what they seem to think they are.
Yeah.
They sell you something that they ain't. And did he get in the ring? Yeah, but he went in the ring with an influencer.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get it done. So does that tarnish his alpha male bravado that he has?
Yeah.
Because to me, an alpha male is a man who's a leader, who's in control, and who can handle bullshit. To you, what's an alpha male?
Well, like you said earlier, and this is the thought I had too. An alpha male does not need to call himself anything or make it completely obvious that he's an alpha male. You don't. It's like a dog that bark no bite, whatever. You know, the little analogy. You know,
King Charles.
Who's that?
That dog that's all small.
Oh yeah, that's an alpha.
He doesn't look the most intimidating.
Yeah, but he's the one where like you walk in, you're like, oh shit, okay, I gotta get out.
That's a motherfucking
let me chill.
alpha.
Let me calm down. That's an alpha right there. A man who leads by example. A man who pretty much I would say that man who leads by example. You know, leads men.
I've seen a lot of men come in the gym, and you've seen it too. I used to do this. I used to do that. I used to do this. I did this. And that. All right, let's get in the ring. Where did you do that at?
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's horrible. Get out the ring.
Yeah.
I seen guys come in. I boxed a little bit. I'm all right. Wow. You're good, bro.
Yeah.
That to me is more of an alpha.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to like say how good you are, how tough you are.
Mm-hmm.
People will say it for you.
And I don't know too much about him, man. I think he's his dad. Okay, I know like maybe like a little bit. His dad was like a black dude from Atlanta, but I don't know if his mom was British or something. But they're like American but British. I don't really know. That's like a kind of a little vague to me.
I don't know much about him.
He got in trouble, something about Romania. I don't know too much about it. And all I heard is top G, and I really don't understand what even that means. But I just can't see a real true man who carries himself with integrity and dignity, calling himself a top anything, to be honest.
Well, I know now he can't fight for it, so.
But, you know, not to teach his own, you know, I don't, but it does. Man,
I know he didn't get paid. I know he didn't get paid $92 million to get his ass whooped.
No, not at all. And now it's like, I don't know. It seems messy now, you know. What do you do now? If he really is who he is and he doesn't give a shit, he's not afraid to publicly humiliate himself, which kind of seems like what happened.
I once heard a coach say that the ring is a lie detector. Mm-hmm. And that shit was beeping this weekend.
Oh, big time.
With Jake Paul and Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep. You know, you're lying, sir.
Yeah.
You know, You know, yeah, I would watch influencers fight each other, but on a different platform, like celebrity fights. But I wouldn't watch them on a real platform like that level. I watched Jake Paul because I knew that if the fight was real, that Anthony Joshua was going to beat him.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, after the second, third round, I go, this shit is rigged, dog.
Yeah.
But I started, when you're watching, I become a fan too. And I start realizing I got to take off my fan hat and become a coach. And I was like, he can't catch him because he's running laterally. He's running fast. He's getting out the way. And when you see a big man loading up, you could get out the way. You don't have to train for that shit. That's just natural instincts.
Right.
So as soon as he started getting tired from running, that's when the fight took its course.
Systematically broke him down. I'm assuming, do you think that their team knew that he was going to do that? Because I can't remember. I think it was Coach Bashir who said he's going to be on that bike. Or no, maybe he's talking about Shakur. I think he was talking about Shakur. I'm confusing the conversations. But, man, if you were in that corner and you saw that, would you be...
Whose corner?
Josh was.
Uh-huh.
Because what's his name? It was like, dude, it's only gonna be a matter of time. Just gotta encourage him, I guess. Jake Paul, because that's a tough corner to be in.
Which one would I would just tell Josh, well, he did what he had to. I just tell him faint more.
Yeah.
Walk him down. It's hard to walk him down. Faint. Make him flinch.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what I would tell Paul. I would pray.
He did. Yeah. He did well though, because man, that's where you got to understand, as like, to being a fighter, you got to be very patient as well, because even when he would get into like that range, he would smother him. And it's like he was patient to not. I think there was one time where he was on the floor and he just let 2 or 3 punches go. It could get frustrating, man, when somebody doesn't want to engage with you. Like, that's not what boxing is. That's not boxing. Running around like that, man. So as a fighter who wants to just fucking knock somebody out, it's tough for that not to get to you.
So Paul and Tate took L's. Yeah. What's the other kid's name that fought, Amado Vargas?
Dean the Great.
Yeah. Now, I don't know much about him. He fought Amado. Amado is like probably the third best Vargas.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah, he's like 14-0.
Yeah, he's 14-0, and he beat Sean Garcia.
He beat Sean Garcia. I was surprised.
Yeah, and I guess this guy made some bad comments about his mom.
Yeah, I'd say.
And I got mad.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little mad because I'm not used to hearing people talking about moms that way.
Yeah.
At least in our, I didn't think it was cool. What's his name again?
Dean
the Great. I'd be like, you know what, ma'am? Let your son talk.
Yeah.
But he's young.
Yeah.
And he got caught in the moment. He got eyes.
Yeah.
To watch boxing fights, but at the end of the day, you have to cash that check.
Yeah.
That Amado Vargas didn't dominate him either. He squeaked out a win, but at the end, he won.
Yeah.
What do you think about parents being involved in the stands?
Oh man, you gotta understand what you're getting yourself into, because you can't control what the other person's gonna do, and it's like, are you to be upset at what comes back at you when you're the one who dished it out too? I don't know. Personally, I don't know.
I've seen, it reminded me of Mr. T, but without saying that about the mom.
Yeah.
He said it about Adrian to Rocky, but I've seen parents get yelled at, but it's like Teofimo's dad or Danny Garcia's dad who are talking shit during the fight. Robert Guerrero's dad or Sean Porter's father. Like those guys, they're in that they're there.
Men against men. You know what I
But
mean?
the mom was in the stands. I don't know what she said, what she caused to say that, but at the end of the day, it wasn't cool. The comments, and it's tough.
It is
but
tough,
there has to be control on both sides.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's why it's kind of difficult for me to imagine, because it's like, I just can't imagine myself even doing something
But
like
is that the edge that Amado needed to win the fight?
Maybe.
That kid was pretty crafty from what you showed me.
Yeah, maybe.
He needed that little fire in his ass. Good job, Amado.
He used it the correct way. So
yeah, good job, Amado.
Good on you, man.
But nobody talking about the jefita, dog.
Yeah, in Mexican culture, I think in any culture, but
mamas,
especially
mamas are mamas.
Especially,
well, some cultures are more accepted of the shit talking.
Yeah,
but it's like, I don't know. I can't speak of other cultures because I'm not from there.
Yeah,
even though my ancestry says different. But I'm gonna say no. In the Mexican culture, we don't do that.
Nah. I mean, you see what happened to Caleb Plant after he didn't even say anything about the mom, but he said motherfucker, and he was like, "What?
My mama? What?"
He slapped the shit out of him. Slapped the glasses off that boy. But anyway, yeah, that's it for that. But yeah, if you want to move on to the Tijuana, man, Tijuana, that was cool.
On and popping.
Great little card, man.
Okay. I was going to elaborate on this in Spanish, but we could do it now. What a great show. We got invited by Carlos and his father and Flores, right? Carlos Flores. And
yeah.
Man, we sat in the VIP area, and we're right there with Jaime Munguia, Luis Neri, Julio Cesar Chavez, his family, Hank Ron, everybody who's who in Tijuana.
Yeah.
And our little humble selves are sitting right there, dog. And my dad.
The OG.
And Carlos. Then Brian Figueroa joined us.
Yeah.
And what a great experience watching those fights. We saw Chino, who fought Sandro Sayas' last fight. He fought that day. And man, I feel embarrassed. I don't know the guys' names that were the main event. But there were some good fighters with, fighting each other.
We'll post a little clip.
We'll post it. It was just a great environment to be in the fights in Tijuana and ZANFER. And these are all A-side. I mean, these are all the fighters that are not the ones that you think of in Tijuana when you think Tijuana fighters. Yeah. These guys were out there from Mexico City, Sinaloa, Michoacan, Durango, Olympians, everything. It was a good card.
It was a good card, and it was so fun, and I was mesmerized. Because the crowd may not have been like a sellout crowd or nothing like that, but the level of opposition, and if you want to be real, some fighters might even feel some type of way having Julio Cesar Chavez right there commentating your fight. You know what I'm saying? That in itself.
Yeah, he was just right. Know? Yeah. And this is last year, you know that? He announced it.
Oh, really?
This is his last year in Azteca. He wants to enjoy his family and enjoy everything. He's busy. He can't even take 10 steps in that place.
I was literally going to say that. I was like, I could see why, he's probably over. He gets bombarded.
Maggie's father loves boxing.
Yeah.
And I told Maggie one day, that was Chiquita Gonzalez. And she's like, tell your dad that you saw him. And she told her dad, and her dad goes, why don't you take a picture with him? Yeah. And Maggie is not the one to take pictures. I think she took one picture with Canelo.
Yeah. And that's because I was with Cobra's little daughter, and she wanted a picture, and I was like, I got to be brave with her
for Maggie, it needs to be more like organic. It needs to be more in a she needs to know them, like really understand them and talk to them on a first name basis before she takes a picture with them. Mm-hmm. So when I see Chavez walking in, I go, Maggie, let's get a picture for your dad. She's like, no. Maggie, I said, go ask him for a picture. Yeah, and he's like, no. Then I got up and I went, I turned on her. Come on, you're gonna go with me, Adam. I took her and she posted with him, and you got the picture.
Yeah, if it
was. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to Adam so he can post it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for yourself and your dad, because he was the one. I was still sitting down. I was like, come on, Maggie, let's go. I was like, all right, let's go.
So it was cool, man. It was a good experience. Like, it didn't seem like a lot of people were there, but it seems like a lot of people were there.
Yeah. That's the best way to describe it.
I was on TV. It was cool.
It's almost like the place had an aura, It was cool. And that last fight, wow, we have to show that clip to Adam, because we were like, it was a main event. The legendary coach Nacho Berenstein was in that corner, and we were like, oh, we're 10 rounds. We're in for a good one. I was ready to chill there for the 10 rounds and watch that fight, because I love the smaller weights are very exciting to watch.
We were mentioning that before the fight even started.
Yeah.
It was a fight when we first got there, it was 118 or 120.
Yeah.
Then these guys were going at it, and this Caballero versus Caballero, the coach who trained Gallito Estrada, against Nacho Berenstein, who has, I don't know how many world champions, 20 plus.
Legendary, man.
And that fight lasted 4 seconds.
I look up and I just see him hit the ground. Boom. And I'm like, what happened? And I look at Brian. He said he finished him low and went high.
I told Maggie.
Like, fuck. Had to watch the replay on
TV. There's all kinds of knockouts in boxing. There's a flush knockout. There's a knockout when the guy's out for a long time. There's a guy that gets spaghetti leg and the referee stops it. Yeah. There's TKOs where the guy's taking a lot of punishment, or the guy that can't keep going because he's bleeding.
Yeah.
The way that young man got knocked out, when he's out and he's trying to get up, but he can't get up, and he's trying to fight. Like gravity's holding him from getting up.
Yeah.
Those knockouts bother me because the mind wants to get up. And like Mike Tyson said in that, your mind's all fucked up. The body wants to go,
but the mind
doesn't let you.
Yeah.
And it's like the mind protecting you from more punishment.
Or is it the way around?
Yeah, whatever. Same shit. I feel like I took the shit.
Think about it. Yeah. I seen Anthony Joshua got knocked out by Dubois like that.
Yeah.
You know, and we have yet to see what it's like to be against another big heavyweight because I can't imagine him taking any damage from this last fight. But yeah, it's tough because we were talking about, man, how many weeks in camp, and not just camp. I mean, his whole career leading up to that, and
one punch, one mistake.
The next step, it would have been the net for a big opportunity after that, and just the first few seconds of the fight.
And how does he come back from it?
Yeah, I'd take some time off.
Of course, it's like you can't go right back into that shit.
No,
if you do, no sparring.
Yeah. That's tough. These guys, you could tell they're little machines, and I don't know. I was excited, but hopefully,
speaking of machines,
make a good comeback.
Speaking of machines, going to the fucking monster.
Oh, speaking of machines, this weekend, I believe. I know I wrote it down somewhere. Oh man, I usually put it here. We have Inoue against. I don't know if many of you know him, but he's a Mexican fighter. I can't remember where he fights out of.
I don't know. I don't want to guess, but
Picasso. I think his name is Alan Picasso. What? Honestly, it's on the 27th on Saturday. When that got announced, I was more than surprised. I did not even know that Picasso was in contention.
You know, it's funny. Anyway, the only time he's been dropped is by Mexican fighters.
Cardenas, who just had a spectacular knockout.
Oh, man. You know what's funny? Palomita was telling me Eric Robles wants to come train with you guys.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
I remember him saying that.
Eric Robles wants to come over here and train. I'm like, okay. Well, he's going to be fighting this weekend. Well, hopefully he pulls it off. I don't know who's fighting Cardenas.
Oh, for real?
I didn't know.
Oh.
I turned it on and I see Eric Robles. I was like, oh, I ain't training that guy.
Yeah.
I don't have a relationship with him. So I'm like, damn, the way he got clipped by Cardenas.
That was crazy.
So what I was saying is Picasso has no chance. Because Picasso might drop Inoue.
Yeah.
Because Nettie dropped him, and Nettie's a beast.
Nettie was there too.
He was there too. And Nettie's from my hood, my Tijuana.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that real quick.
Just saying.
Anyways, Nettie, I thought was the only guy who had a chance in beating Inoue.
Yeah.
I never thought Cardenas did, but I thought Inoue did.
I thought Nettie.
When Cardenas got up, when dropped him and hurt, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But then Inoue took over.
Yeah.
And I don't think Picasso has the firepower to keep Inoue off of him. Inoue just seems like he just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing.
Yeah.
So I see a brutal knockout from Inoue.
Inoue, what is your favorite aspect about? Okay, I know you're not like a huge Inoue, but knowing boxing, what is your favorite aspect? And I'll just narrow it down to mentality.
That's what I was gonna say. That when you challenge, he reminds me of Trinidad. When you drop him, he's gonna get up and beat you down. And the only way that Trinidad lost was against bigger guys.
Yeah.
So the only way I see Inoue losing is going up to 130.
A bigger guy.
I'm not saying anybody at that level right now can beat him. I'm just saying, does he carry that same power?
Yeah.
You know, with a good 130 pounder, you know? That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Inoue has been masterful in many ways in one, and I think the way he's managed his career is another one, because I think he has done well to stay within the weight classes for the right amount of time.
Yeah.
And not trying to jump up too quick.
But he is a warrior.
He is.
When you drop him, he's going to get up and fight. So that's what I like about him, the same, your mindset. Like you said, the mindset.
Yeah. So, yeah, I am for sure excited to watch him fight this weekend. What a Christmas present to me and everybody else. Yeah, so I think needless to say, we're going with Inoue.
Yeah.
We won't go too much into the rest of the card, but Nakatani will be on there too. And for everybody who is familiar with boxing, and you know that fight has been built up for a while, Nakatani against Inoue. They're on the same card, so it is easy to speculate that
they might fight one day.
They're gonna fight. Yeah,
that fight will be huge.
Yeah. So, looking forward to that one for sure. But I guess that concludes our.
I wanted to ask some
rendezvous.
I had a question for our listeners, our viewers, how many of you guys would fight Anthony Joshua 8 rounds for $50 million? Just put a little like or something in the when we share this question.
$50 million
to fight Anthony Joshua.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I would do that. I know it's a lot of money, but I just I don't know. I can't imagine myself doing that.
That's why I said men.
Fair enough.
I didn't say men. I'm just fucking with you.
Would you do it?
Hell yeah. Fuck, I do it right now, dog.
You'd have it. You're fast though, so you definitely have a chance.
I'll go buy me some hookahs. I ain't wearing no boxing shoes, dog. I ain't wearing no boxing shoes. I put. I don't know. The commission wouldn't allow me. What
gloves are you wearing?
I have to go with the.
I'm getting horsehair for sure.
I like the Everlast.
Ooh,
the horsehair ones. I forgot the
ones that Terrence Crawford uses. The MX2s.
I would use those, and I would have Panama Lewis wrap my hands.
Ooh,
the one who
you wouldn't wrap your own?
No, Panama Lewis, the one who could use that the one that the little cheating one, No, I didn't. Panama Lewis, and then give me the asthma pill.
Yeah.
No, the one I mixed, the water in it.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
The one the one that wrapped Louis Resto's hands.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't want to break up Margarito, but Margarito's at the fights too.
You see me go.
Margarito came up to me, and Carlos's father didn't know that we had a little situation one time. And he's like, "Hey, I heard Margarito said you wanted to fight him," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, what's up?" And Margarito played along, "Hey, what's up, fool? What's up, dog?" And just kind of like, "We'll do it right now," joking around. I was like, "Can I watch you wrap your hands, bro?" And on that note,
that's it. No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I mean.
Yeah. Can't wait for next week. Questions, comments, concerns, all that.
Hit us up. Thank you guys for watching, man.
Yes, thank you. The viewership has been growing, so we're stoked on that.
Awesome. Okay.
Peace.
Yeah, I think the words, but sometimes they don't come out of my mouth no good.